That's what I'm trying to say. If you could sing, who would you want to sound like?
For me, Luther Vandross.
You do not give me Luther Vandross. Get out of here.
You asked me who would I want, okay? If God said, you can sound like this one, it would be Luther or Donny Hathaway.
I would give you Donnell Jones.
Who would be on Dr. Bobby Jones' Mount Rushmore of gospel music?
That's a good question.
We sound crazy.
He is one half of the duo Louis York and an award-winning songwriter.
Yes, sir. It's Claude Kelly.
He is award-winning songwriter and other half of the dynamic duo Louis York.
What's up, y'all? It's Chuck Harmony.
Music executive and Renaissance man.
Hey, it's Billionaire.
Music aficionado.
What's up? It's Timon Bacon from Macon.
We Sound Crazy is your official backstage pass to all things music and culture.
On tonight's episode of We Sound Crazy, we're talking with the great doctor, Dr. Bobby Jones.
Welcome to another week of the We Sound Crazy podcast.
Oh, yes.
We're back in the building, people.
Happy to be here.
Happy to be here. Billionaire Thornton is in the building.
Claude Kelly, no relation to R, is in the building.
And Chuck Harmony is definitely in the building.
We have the privilege, the honor
Yes.
to have a living legend in our presence on this episode.
You know how we do.
An ambassador,
Ambassador.
doctor, educator, television host, radio personality, entrepreneur, philanthropist,
Singer.
singer,
Trailblazer.
Grammy Award-winning singer.
Yes.
Grammy
Double
award-winning.
award-winning.
Yes.
He had the longest running show not only on BET, but also the longest running series on cable.
On cable.
35 years.
It's crazy.
That's a receipt.
That's a receipt.
The longest receipt.
Yes, the longest receipt. That's a CVS level
A
receipt.
CVS receipt.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Dr. Bobby Jones.
We are so honored to have you here, Dr. Bobby Jones.
Yes.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
There's a documentary that we have you seen this documentary called The Jesus Music? Mm-hmm. It's about like the birth of Christian contemporary music, and it's mostly white folk in the movie, but they make a concerted effort to spend a good chapter on how the Hawkins family were the biggest part of integrating it, representing other Black people, alternate lifestyles. But it was so interesting because especially Oh Happy Day is so. It's synonymous with it's been in movies, it's been redone so many times that you forget the origin of what their church was, what their movement was, and it was really radical.
Yeah. And you can't as a group or whatever, when you go to Europe or other nations, across the world, if you don't do a Happy Day, they're not pleased. And we've been down just about every one of them, every one of those major countries in Europe and around the world, and that's what they like.
They want Oh Happy Day.
Give them Oh Happy Day, and that's cool,
I've seen so many people butcher. Like, oh my God, I don't think they knew this was about to happen in this room. But
That song's been butchered many times.
Yes, it has. But one of my favorite, I guess, renditions of it is Sister Act. That's when I think of it. I think of Sister Act too.
Yes.
With who's that? Ryan Toby.
Ryan Toby, when he hits the high note.
Yeah.
Who else was in that?
Lauren
Tanya
Hill,
Blunt.
Tanya Blunt,
Tanya Blunt.
who's now in Warren Treaty.
Yes.
Shout out Warren Treaty.
Local Black people in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out Warren Treaty. But yeah, that song took on a second life during Sister Act 2 because I remember I was just a kid going to see that movie in the theaters and I had no idea what to expect. And I was just blown away. And then I'm sure most kids aren't this way, but we're music nerds, so I ran back and did all the homework to see where it came from and all the details.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I read album credits still today, to this day. I need to know who mixed it, who produced it, who played guitar, who wrote it, what label it was on. I'm a music nerd. I am
Good for you.
a proud. I think y'all being quiet, but y'all are as equally as nerdy as I am.
I'm proud of my NER.
Yeah,
these
I'm a
days,
nerd.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do the same thing for movies.
Oh, really?
I always wait to see the credits, yes. Because most people leave out of the
They
theater
leave at that time.
when the credits start running, they go, okay, I don't know these people and I don't care.
I didn't realize this until I read your book, Make a Joyful Noise. When in your book, you mentioned, speaking of movies, Maya Angelou was like responsible for like one of your first roles, and NBC made a TV movie of the week called Sister Sister.
Yeah.
Like I think it was like Diane Carroll was in there, Irene Cara, Paul Winfield, Rosalind Cash, and I'm like, how iconic! I never knew Dr. Jones was in there acting.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know. Well,
Supply.
But how legendary an NBC movie, Dr. Jones, connected by his friend Maya Angelou, who wrote the movie, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, hello. That's
crazy.
Yeah. She's one of my dear friends. They were taping in Alabama, and the church choir they were going to use in the movie, and they couldn't get it together. So Maya called me in Nashville and said, "Hey, we need you. We need somebody to come in here
fix this.
Fix this thing for us." So I took about 8-9 people with me to Montgomery, is where it was. That's where they filmed it in this church there, and we did a couple of traditional gospel songs, and that's how I got included in that movie situation.
That's
Maya was a good friend of mine. Maya Angelou is one of the greatest women. Man, I tell you, she was so impacting on her lifestyle and her knowledge and all that. It made an indelible impression on me forever. But she included us in that particular movie, and we appreciate it. But she was one of my best friends. Yeah,
Legendary.
But legends hang with legends.
Yes. Because you met Maya in 76-ish when you were at TSU, I read.
So you read my book.
I read your book. He was teaching at TSU, getting his doctorate at Vanderbilt, and also producing 2 TV shows here locally in Nashville at the time. So, but I want to go back to that moment, Maya Angelou, for the people who have not read the book.
Okay.
What was that initial interaction with Dr. Angelou?
When I first met her?
When you first met her?
I was a teacher there at Tennessee State University, and she came for the reading department, the department I was in. Wow. So I didn't know her, but I sat where I could get a good view of her, the people, and she kept watching me. And I'm saying, this woman is looking at me, not for any other reason, but just curious. So,
hey, you never know,
So at the end of her presentation, the lady who was over our department said, come to our suite when it was over. So I did. And so we engaged in a small, light conversation, and the lady said, well, she needs a ride to the airport in the morning. Would you take her? And I said, sure, I'd be glad to. So I did, and I told her that we had a new project out and stuff. And the next 2 weeks, she called. Bobby Jones, this is Maya Angelou. I said, Dr. Angelou calling me? She said, yes, my dear. I want you to come to Los Angeles. I'm giving my aunt a special presentation, and I want you in the choir to come and sing, because we're getting ready to do a movie, and we want you as a part of what we're doing in Los Angeles. So we got on a bus and rode across the desert, and the air conditioning went out.
Oh, my Lord.
But it didn't matter. We were so excited to go to California to be with my Dr. Maya Angelou. So that was my first encounter with her. The movie, the presentation that we did for her was excellent. And from then on, we became like one. Every time her birthday happened, every time Thanksgiving came around for 25 years, I was there.
Really?
Yeah, I was there. And all the major stars, Oprah included, of course, were there. It was about 80 of us every Thanksgiving for 25 years.
Up next on We Sound Crazy. What would Phil sound like?
That's what I'm trying to say. If you could sing, who would you want to sound like?
For me, Luther Vandross.
You do not give me Luther Vandross. Get out of here.
You asked me who would I want, okay? If God said, you can sound like this one, it would be Luther or Donny Hathaway.
I would give you Donnell Jones. After the break on We Sound Crazy.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And you interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Roll it!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't he alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the bag.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
I know there was a choir some years ago that you named Love Train.
Really?
You are too smart.
It's Phil your name.
Yeah.
Phil, you be knowing.
350 singers was in the choir. People from all different types of backgrounds.
Right.
People.
Yeah, just people. Coming together for one common purpose. And so I was like, Love Train. I said, I
love that.
That is so iconic. But talk to us about Love Train, the choir.
Well, it was, we were trying to formulate some kind of organizational presentation in this city that would bring people together. And I had gone to James Cleveland's convention, and I had seen some of the other kind of groups that they would bring in, you know. And I said, well, we got all these singers in Nashville. We should do something similar to that. So I took that concept to my people, and they said, let's try it. And so we put together four different major gospel presenters here in Nashville. And I said, what we should do is invite people to come to these concerts, and then let's raise money so that we can help the indigent people that live in our community. And so we did, and it became just massive. You couldn't get in the buildings, you know, because there's so many people trying to come. But the buildings that we used at that time were not so big. So if you got 200 or 300 people in one of the buildings, that was something, you know. Now, you know.
Now you'd be a Bridgestone.
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be the arena now.
So I thought of, I said, okay, this should become something that we can share love with one another.
Right.
So let's call it Love Train.
I love that.
And they said, okay. So when I put the choir together, it was that many in the choir.
Yeah, 350.
And so I had them to put their hands on the shoulders of the person in front of them and go down the aisle and march in. You know, they don't march in anymore.
No, they don't do that no more.
And so all of them marched in with it, and the church would just go crazy. It was very interesting.
That's incredible, but that's where you met this young news anchor by the name of Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
She used to come to the Love Train events.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Because you strung
another receipt.
Wait. Because you strung that together so smooth. So let me just reiterate to make sure I'm following correctly.
Okay.
So which is the genius idea. You put 350 people in a choir, packing out places, and Oprah was basically the Oprah Winfrey would just come as. I guess a fan or not even a fan, but just
she's
to come
a local Nashville anchor, right?
Yeah, she was a news anchor at Channel 5 here in Nashville.
Unbelievable.
And she threw it out to the people when they went back. She told her assistant, person that worked with it.
Yeah.
Well, I went to this church and they were doing Love Train, and it was an explosion. It was a gospel explosion. I utilized that. I took that.
She does have a way with words.
Yeah.
So, right.
And so I started calling the things that we did. I had another kind of organization where I brought the singers together and all people in the industry, and we called it Gospel Explosion. That was because of Oprah. How about that?
Wow.
See, it's so funny because remember we were saying, especially during the pandemic, right, that I was saying how much I missed choirs because when you're forced to be isolated, then you really didn't understand how important it is, what bands are, what churches, what community is, what choirs are, the power of people singing together. And then when you're in the music business, there's the business of music that takes away a little bit of the joy sometimes because you're thinking about the other things. And I was saying to Phil and to Chuck and a bunch of other people I know around town that it'd be great to just get together, no agenda, no ego, and just get in your section, soprano, alto, tenor, and just sing the way for the freedom and to the glory of God. Like I miss that. I miss that feeling. So maybe there needs to be a new gospel explosion.
We need to do one.
We need to do it again.
Yeah, we need to do it again.
Because there's so many singers here. There's so much brilliant talent, and there's so much that more powerful it can get if we kind of get back to that core of what it's about.
Would I qualify to be in the choir, though? I mean, I'm not really the most I got a lot of gifts.
All are welcome.
But all are welcome. Wow. Okay.
All are welcome.
All are welcome.
Do you sing, actually?
No, I can't sing. That's what we were just talking about before the show. They think, what did you say, Claude?
You look like you can
and
sing.
you sound like your timbre of your voice sounds like you can sing. I think you just need to get some voice lessons.
Wow, funny enough, that's what Stevie J always says to me. Shout out to Stevie J.
Stevie J knows singers as well.
Stevie said, Phil, you can sing.
You can. I'm telling you,
you can sing. And I was like, nah, I don't know.
Who would Phil sound like?
That's what I'm trying to say. If you could sing, who would you want to sound like?
For me, Luther Vandross.
You do not give me Luther Vandross. Get out of here.
You asked me who would I want, okay? If God said, you can sound like this one, it would be Luther or Donny Hathaway.
I would give you Donnell Jones.
Who is Donnell Jones? I want to pick up on that Jones part. Who is Donnell?
Donnell Jones was a R&B singer back in the 90s. 90s, early 2000s?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was very popular?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
popular.
He was signed by L.A. Reid and Babyface.
Yeah. Wow, so I look like I sound like Donnell Jones.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I give you Donnell.
Okay,
yes.
geez.
I'm going to say it's around the same thing, Donnell Jones. Maybe Tony Thompson.
Wow. I like Tony.
Tony Thompson from High Five.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know who I'd like to sound like?
Who?
Rance Allen.
Rance Allen.
Now Rance Allen can sing. Yeah. Another legend.
Oh, man.
Listen, Rance
came on the show, I'm sure, a number of times on Bobby Jones Gospel. Right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Man, Rance. Rest in peace, Rance Allen.
Yeah.
Let me just say that out of all music, gospel music is the most powerful music because it has little to do with entertainment and more to do with what you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? Being able to speak to people's souls directly. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that should be stand on a pedestal all its own. It shouldn't be mixed in with other genres. It should stand on a pedestal. Plus, a lot of the genres come from the influence of gospel music.
All of them.
Yo, the crazy pick of the week is like our song.
Absolutely.
Our pick of the week.
Uh-huh.
This is a big deal.
We vouching for this one.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And I think we got a good one this week.
No one ever said that love would be perfect. And no one ever said that love would be fair. I don't even mind the hard times 'cause you're worth it. I know I was made for you, and I know you were made for me too. That's why every day that you're not home, my heart's uneasy. Sometimes I turn around and wish that you were there to hold me in your arms and say how much you need me. So when it gets hard for you, here's what I want you to do. Think of me kissing you. Think of me holding you in my arms. Think of me missing you. Every day that we're apart, know that I'm loving you. And baby, you'll always be in my heart. There's nowhere in the world I'd rather be. So think of me, think of me, think of me.
Oh, people gon' try and make you doubt your feelings. People gon' try and say this love won't last. Let them talk, we both know we got the real thing.
next on We Sound Crazy. Dr. Jones, if you had to pick your Mount Rushmore of gospel artists, what would that look like? Mount Rushmore is 4 people for everybody listening.
If you don't know Mount Rushmore.
But who would be on Dr. Bobby Jones' Mount Rushmore of gospel music?
That's a good question.
After the break on We Sound Crazy.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
Shut the hell up.
You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man, let's put a ride home.
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time!
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Who do you love right now? Are there new gospel artists or gospel artists out today that excite you, that you feel are special?
Yeah, a lot of them. This Leonard girl,
Tasha Cobb Leonard.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Lee Andrea.
Yeah.
Just so many of them.
This guy produced all Leandra's stuff.
Oh, did he?
He did Jesus.
She's a man.
She's a powerhouse.
Yes, she is.
She's one of the best I've ever worked with.
Period.
And she's natural. Just the
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's good. It doesn't feel contrived. It feels like she's singing from pain and worship and overcoming. And that's what's missing.
Yeah.
Dr. Jones, if you had to pick your Mount Rushmore of gospel artists, what would that look like? Mount Rushmore is 4 people for everybody listening.
If you don't know Mount Rushmore.
But who would be on Dr. Bobby Jones' Mount Rushmore of gospel music?
That's a good question.
I have Donald Lawrence writing for me. Donald Lawrence is one of the greatest, I think.
I love Donald. I love that you said him first, too.
Yeah.
I love that.
I do. And Hezekiah Walker would bring the energy, and Ricky Dillard would also present that entertainment part of it. See, I'm bringing all the parts together,
Yeah.
Donald Lawrence writer, okay. And going down the line for vocals, there's Tasha Cobb that I mentioned before. She's one of the leading characters in it. Then I'd go back and get Shirley Caesar to season it.
To season it! Beans, greens, potato, ham. Gotta season it with Pastor Caesar.
Yeah, in fact, excuse me to answer that, but I'm going to back up a second and tell you what happened to her. On last year, she was to get my award, and he was not going to put it on either. And so she had to go speak to him, to Don Jackson, and tell him how disappointed she was. And she said it so heartily that he put her on, but he didn't put me on to do it. So to present it, and it was my award. And so she said, and then he said, would you walk Shirley Caesar to the stage in her award? I said, no. Why you? No, what do you think I am? I'm not going to do that.
Right.
And Shirley said, please do it for me. Please do it for me. And I said, okay, I will. So I walked out with her, and it was one of the exciting parts of the show, really, when I said, yeah, Shirley, we appreciate you, and we like that song you did, Potatoes and Corn. she said, let me do it. And boy, was did you remember that?
Yeah.
That went viral.
It was, yeah. So putting that together, I would also include some quartet singers. And there's a little guy named Tim Rogers that's a kind of a secret to he has a style and a way of making presentations that's so obvious. And Melvin Williams and Doug Williams from the Williams Brothers.
The Williams Brothers, man.
Yeah. So it would be inclusive. And then I'd like to put like a little taste of Jonathan McReynolds. And,
oh, you like Jonathan?
Yeah, I love Jonathan.
He's great.
Yeah. And I mentioned Hezekiah, didn't I?
Yep.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so he's
so well balanced. I mean, it's technically 3 Mount Rushmores, Dr. Jones, you just gave me.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna,
he can extend his Mount Rushmore.
He can extend it.
We sound crazy.
I feel like we can't go any further without talking about like the legendary, groundbreaking, record-setting
Bobby Jones Gospel.
Yes, the TV show, man.
But Claude, before we go into, I just got to acknowledge that the network BET launched on January 25th, 1980, the same year I was born.
Same year I was born.
Okay. But also 2 days later, this series, Bobby Jones Gospel, launched on the network. So literally, this show was on the ground of the foundation, the flagship series.
Of Black entertainment television.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think many people realize that.
That is insane.
It was Bob Johnson and I that started the network, actually. And mine was the first show, and he had, we communicated about it. I didn't even know about cable because it wasn't that widespread at the time. And he asked, they took the copy of the show. I was doing a show here in Nashville called the Nashville Gospel. And I had, just regular people from Nashville on the show, and they took that show to New Orleans where Bob Johnson was there looking for some black presentations of any sort. And there were none there other than my show. and he called and called and said, Dr. Jones, I saw your show, and I would like to put it on my network. I said, oh, yeah? What kind of network is it? W5, West of the W5 or something like that. And I said, oh, sure, anything to get out of Nashville, Wow. So he did, and that started. No other. It was just my show. And they had a soccer team of some sort that he would play. We came on like 2 or 3 in the morning for this satellite show. And so that's how it got started. And the revenue that came in during the whole process of launching it over and over again came from Bobby Jones Gospel. That's what they had to sell.
Unbelievable.
And before he even started, they started producing their own shows, when they got their studio there. And then that's when he started the hip hop movement, I guess you know that. So that's how that
makes
started.
it double legendary.
In the early 90s, during while you were taping Bobby Jones Gospel, Vicky Maglatiad, founder of Gospel Centric Records, approached you backstage about this new young artist she was excited about. But the crazy thing is, y'all, the show was apparently already overbooked. There was no space on the show.
Right.
That artist who Dr. Jones made space for was Kirk Franklin.
What?
Do you remember that day when Vicky approached you? Like, I got this artist out of Dallas. What do you remember about that time?
Just like it was yesterday. Wow. Because of the impact that happened after that.
Wow.
I finally said yes, of course, that we'll put him on. And so when he came on, and they started, he did a slow song first, and then he came out and said, Jesus, go Jesus, go Jesus, go. Go Jesus. And the audience was like, and they all stood up and they started. And I looked at Al Hobbs, that was one of my assistants at the time, and Murdy. I said, did you see that boy? What he's doing? And they went absolutely crazy. And then the next thing I knew, that Vicky was putting together The Reason Why We Sing. And I said, he's on mainstream radio. How did that happen? And Vicky said, you gave him a chance to do this. And I saw him perform, and I saw the audience responding to him. And I decided that we could make this crossover thing. And that's how Kirk Franklin came about.
Hello?
And the nice thing about Kirk is he tells the story.
He does.
Yes.
A lot of people, they're shy about wanting to tell things,
Yes, I did tell Kirk next time he wants to bring you out to his festival to make sure you first class, though. I did tell him that. I did tell him to do that. Make sure Dr. Jones is in the first class cabin. Just for anybody,
Dr. Jones was flying coach. I don't like that.
Just saying. I want to just make sure it should be private planes.
It should be the PJ.
Just make sure it's first class accommodations across the board.
Please.
So shout out to Kirk Franklin. He's a friend to the podcast.
That's an amazing story because though you don't get those true origin stories very often.
You don't.
You don't.
But it was a lot of those artists that came through BET and our gospel show that people didn't know about, or if they heard their music, they didn't know what they looked like.
Right. That allows a lot of it for me. I didn't know what they looked like until I watched the show.
Right.
Or how they moved. A lot of it was everything. It was fashion. It was everything because we took all that and then inserted it into our individual churches wherever we were living because. I was in charge of choirs and stuff. I'm like, well, look, I just saw this on Bobby Jones, and Kirk was doing this, so we got to come hard because we got to turn up. So it really was influencing culture.
And I chose some singers from Nashville that were really, really great singers. I wanted it to be a certain way. I just had that in me. This is the way I wanted to look, and this is the way. Because when I'd go to some concerts, some of the things that they did, I didn't like. I thought it would be insulting to other people. So I didn't want that kind of presentation. So I chose this heavyset girl. Because a lot of gospel singers are heavyset, and I wanted them to feel good about themselves. So she was meticulously dressed, makeup and all of that, and could sing.
Oh, so you had a vision.
Yeah.
For how you wanted to even look like that and the representation. Yeah. I didn't realize it was that.
Yeah, in the presentation of the music, because I knew that it needed to be spiritual as well as culturally. Because the other churches, like my Methodist folk, they didn't like gospel music. In fact, when I was coming through this business, they wouldn't allow us to have nobody to bring drums or anything but an organ and a piano. That was the only kind of music you could make in those churches. I think the Pentecostals may have had tamarines, but no drums or none of that was allowed. It was way on up into the 80s. Before, see, people don't even know that.
No.
You couldn't bring those instruments in the church. They said it was the devil's music.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. And don't mention the Pentecostals. The other churches outside of I don't know the history and all of Pentecostals because they have different kinds, They didn't know that this was a part of their worship service. We used to make fun of them. They had a little Pentecostal church in my little town of about 400 people, and we'd go there to make fun. Because they would dance and fall out, and shout and sweat and all, and we'd go home laughing, and you see that, and didn't know that this was a real thing for them.
Up next on We Sound Crazy.
Donnie McClurkin was in the building.
Oh, Lord.
And there was a moment that I wish I could have got some video footage, but Stephen Hill made us all turn off our phones.
Yeah.
Because Donnie McClurkin decided to take the podium.
Not asked.
Yeah.
He took it.
After the break on We Sound Crazy.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 9:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
The last season of the show, I had my mom and one of my aunts come up to D.C. to witness the last season on BET of Bobby Jones Gospel. And it was amazing. It was incredible to see just everyone, artists, label executives, songwriters, everyone come out to celebrate. And at the conclusion of the weekend of the last taping, there was an amazing dinner, good food. Everyone's in there. Kirk is in there. Isaac Carey's in there. And of course, Dr. Jones was at the center. Vicky Winans was there. And Donnie McClurkin was in the building.
Oh, Lord.
And there was a moment that I wish I could have got some video footage, but Stephen Hill made us all turn off our phones.
Yeah.
Because Donnie McClurkin decided to take the podium.
Not asked.
Yeah.
He took it.
Literally took the podium and went on to tell how he never liked Dr. Jones.
Wait, what?
For years.
Oh, yeah.
At his celebration?
At his celebration.
Wait, hold on.
Tell the rest of it.
Please do.
So we're all like, oh my God, like he's, shout out to Donnie McClurkin, but he literally sat there and talked about he had this issue with Dr. Jones. And the thing was, it was nothing that Dr. Jones had done. It was just this issue that a beat that he being Donnie McClurkin manufactured. And he sat in front of the room and told this story. And we were all like, oh my God. So I was like, man, like,
was he drunk?
No, he was sober. He was sober. But that was part of the good part. The highlight for us all was when Dr. Bobby Jones took the stage to accept and celebrate everyone and to celebrate a momentous 35 years. And he personally acknowledged everyone who spoke before him, Vicky Winans and Kirk Franklin. Do you remember what you said to Donnie McClurkin? Because I was in stitches. It was...
Well, I'm sorry that you didn't like me, but I didn't know you.
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
Who were you?
Right.
I mean, yeah.
So you're mad at nothing because I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, I had no idea who he was and didn't care.
That's crazy. And didn't care. He said it didn't care.
But he did come to me and tell me that I didn't like you. I said, well, what? What was up? I don't know. I just didn't like you. I said, well, I think you just wanted the TV show yourself, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he never did tell me. But anyway.
That's so disrespectful, though.
It was so funny. But just his clapback, I said Dr. Jones' clapback game.
He was like, I'm sorry.
It was like he was hitting them with bars. Like he literally went down each row and just talked. It was amazing. But that was a funny moment.
It was funny. Then he apologized.
I would hope so.
Yeah, he did. And he said, I would never do your show. I said, well, good. We had plenty to do. He was messing with the wrong person. He probably read me wrong. You know how people look at you and think they know you.
Of course. Your show was certainly not hurting.
Well, that's
we'll put it like that.
Yeah, but that's a little history of how it came from Nashville and into D.C. to Bob Johnson.
Interesting.
And on and on. And the interesting thing about it was, now this is the serious part. After I decided that I was going to do this, and the last show I was, when we did the rehearsal, and they had formed some things like a cloud, and I was supposed to walk up these steps and go out with the cloud like I'm going out of the cloud. That in the rehearsal part, it affected me. But during the show part, I guess because I had done it, it didn't affect me as much until I walked down that last step in the back of the stage. And I said, oh my God. And I looked out at the audience, and Isaac Carey was just bent over the stage crying. I looked at the camera. It's so hard for me to tell it. I looked at the camera people, and they were crying, and everything was kind of, yeah, it was interesting. And the producers of the show, there was 2 women. They wanted me not to help produce my own show. And so they did some things that I didn't like, but we didn't fall out. But they were really kind of glad that I was going to leave because they could, that somebody was going to take over the next show. But after that, a year afterwards, after I suggested that Ty Tribbett be the host. They had 3 people they brought to me that they said, which one of these they brought? Kirk Franklin, Isaac Caree, and Ty Tribbett. And I suggested Ty because he had come into one of our shows and he set up a scene that he wanted to I thought it was just magic how he did that. And so I thought, okay, use Ty Tribbett. After Ty Tribbett did about 3 or 4 shows, they had the lowest ratings that they had of any show.
In the history of the network. Yeah, unfortunately.
Really?
In the history of the network?
And literally is one of the lowest rated shows. My mom's still mad. Like, she was like, she can't listen to nothing Ty Tribbett to this day. And I love Ty. I mean, but my mom's like, man, who's this guy? And he on Sunday morning, that ain't Bobby Jones. That ain't, I'm like, man, Dr. Jones endorsed him. She like, man, nah, man, this don't sit right. So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's literally one of the lowest rated shows in the network's history. You know what, Dr. Jones, I really want to commend you because from the beginning of your recording career, because we talk so often about you as a television host and producer, you've done Broadway as well, producing-wise, but as a recording artist, you were a trailblazer because the music you recorded, and I'm going back to like early 80s at this point, like it was more contemporary Christian music, which I know you faced some criticism at that point.
I did. And
you connected with this amazing artist who was actually a fan of your show in the early 80s, Barbara Mandrell. Talk to us about,
I love Barbara Mandrell.
Barbara Mandrell, because Dr. Jones won his first Grammy and her first Grammy, her first and only Grammy.
The only Grammy.
Yeah. And it was, I think, 84.
Yes, it was, 84. Yeah. We were recording in a studio, in Nashville studio in Nashville, and Barbara Mandrell was recording in the same studio, and we met up in the hallway, and she was just surprised that we were there, and she said, "Oh man, I love you," and then I knew that she had worked with Andre Crouch, and I knew she liked gospel music, so we thought that it would be good that I asked her would she sing her song with us.
Why not, right?
Yeah, she was eager, to do it. So and from that point, she called. Her father called me after a while and said that Barbara's was open in Las Vegas at one of the casinos there, and would we sing with her? And so at that time, I had just 6 singers, I think, 6 or 7, whatever. And we said yes. And we'd become the star of her show.
That's crazy.
And you know the song we did? We did background with her, but we were backstage on the background part. Then she introduced us as a group. For 8 years, we were at Bailey's.
Wait, Dr. Bobby Jones was in Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah. Marquee.
Yeah.
Big
I did not know that.
Crazy.
Bobby Jones and New Life, right under Barbara Mandrell's name.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah.
Keep going. This is too good. This is too good.
And so the song that we sang was "Call Him Up, Tell Him What You Want."
Okay.
And the white audience, I mean, they gagged. Here's this white woman and this black man, these black women, and some big ones at that.
We sound crazy.
You won your first Grammy with Come Together with Barbara Mandrell and the gospel community because of the performances in Vegas and just felt like, oh, that's not, holy. And then, is this musically not gospel? Which is so interesting to me that people feel like they can qualify or quantify or describe what is gospel and what it should be. And because in that category that year, I think the Clark sisters were in the category, the Winans.
The Winans.
Yeah. Because Marvin wasn't happy.
Okay, so
he was not happy.
So what we're saying is there's
why
backlash.
wasn't Marvin happy?
Because he lost. He lost to Dr. Jones and Barbara Mandrell, and he was one of the people who in my research, advocated to actually try to get the song removed when it was on the nominee ballot, allegedly. But also post Dr. Jones' win, he also advocated to try to get the Grammy taken back.
Wait, what?
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
All of that campaign.
Yeah. Yeah. It was not nice.
That's crazy.
Dang.
Yeah.
Where's the love, brother?
Where's the love?
And the one has never appeared on Bobby Jones Gospel. I mean, BB and CC did, but not the brothers.
Yeah, not the brothers.
Wow.
And Marvin finally came. It was at my last season.
Yeah.
He came in and we talked about it. But they treated us after we won the Grammy.
Yeah.
Just one other guy that was with me when we got it, and we went to the restaurant where everybody was, and they didn't respond to us, and we knew what was going on, but that happened.
Up next on We Sound Crazy.
I got to ask, and this is a question I always wanted to know because you've had so many artists on the show, not only in gospel, but people who were influenced and are just gospel, i.e. Patty and just so many. Was there any guest that you wish you could have had on the show, but you were not able to secure, whether it was just scheduling or whatever reason? Like, is there any question? Yeah, anyone?
And on her way, they turned around and went back. And she was a great friend of mine.
After the break on We Sound Crazy.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick during the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin? Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie.
Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love your mind.
I got to ask, and this is a question I always wanted to know because you've had so many artists on the show, not only in gospel, but people who were influenced and are just gospel, i.e. Patty and just so many. Was there any guest that you wish you could have had on the show, but you were not able to secure, whether it was just scheduling or whatever reason? Like,
it's a great question.
Yeah. Anyone?
And on her way, they turned around and went back. And she was a great friend of mine. I did all of her revivals that she would have in Detroit, Michigan.
You talking about Miss Aretha?
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin never did the show.
Never did the show. She was on her way at one time, because we were friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby, I'm coming. But she never did the show. But that's the only one. I mean,
is
that's
there
the
a reason?
main one.
Is there a reason why? Is it timing?
I don't know. We never discussed it.
but how legendary is it that you friends with Aretha?
That's what I'm saying.
Like because in your book you talk about going to Detroit and being part of her events, and I mean Aretha would let Dr. Bobby Jones close. Yeah. Him and the choir would close.
Yeah.
She would literally perform before him, go change clothes, tell everybody to stay.
Yeah.
Right?
How did you know that?
but it's in your book. It's in your book.
Oh,
I'm just Wait, you've been standing back. Y'all can read this to Make a Joyful Noise. 25 years in gospel. It's available now. You can Kindle it. You can get it on Amazon. But in the book, you talk about Aretha and just the friendship and the bond and just. But the fact that the Aretha Franklin, the queen that we all know, was like, nah, you know what? Y'all close. Dr. Bobby Jones, y'all close. I'm gonna go sing before y'all. I'm gonna go change clothes and sit down and enjoy
this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly what she did. And we looked at each other. It scared us to death. We thought all the people would be leaving and whatever, But no, they did not. They stayed.
Because they knew. Well, if Aretha says stay because I got something for you, then she...
I talked about her after it was over to her. We were friends.
Yeah.
But and she just fell out laughing. I said, I can't tell you what I said. I called her name. Why did we're not supposed to sing after you. Why did you do that to me? I had Stephanie Mills there. Stephanie Mills, it was about 3 or 4 major artists that were there.
I think Stephanie Tremaine was there too.
Tremaine. And they were going to sing with us. Because we thought we had to be that, powerful to come behind Aretha. But she took them, they sang with her. She called them out to sing with her, do it, and took them away from us.
And set you up to close for her.
She just wanted Bobby Jones in New Life. That's who he was. She just was, and I had them Pentecostal girls,
Going in. They went in.
The Pentecostal girls, they died, and her son was the first one to hit the floor. He danced with her, So her name was Nawana Dunlap, and she could play all the instruments and things like that. It ended up with fun, of course, because we were friends, But I let her have it about that. I said, how dare you to do come on before me, and you.
One of the few people that could let Aretha Franklin have it.
Yeah.
No one can say that sentence. I let Aretha Franklin have it. Besides Dr. Bobby Jones.
But Aretha's not the only icon that you interfaced with and had a friendship with. There was a show before Bobby Jones Gospel. I'm going back to the 70s at this point.
Let's do that.
Bobby Jones World. You looking at me like, yeah.
Oh no.
Bobby Jones World. The Jacksons were on this show.
What?
Stevie Wonder was on this show.
Wait.
What am I telling the truth, Dr. Jones?
Marilyn McCool.
Yes,
and Billy Davis.
Yeah.
This is a series.
Wait.
This was a show before Bobby Jones Gospel. This was like Dr. Jones has been a television host and producer, I would say since early 70s, because our first show was Fun City 5.
Yeah.
And just so much history, but just to think that you actually had a show that had the Jacksons and Stevie Wonder, musical icons.
Yeah. And Billy Davis and Marilyn McCool.
We're going to put some respect on their name too. But just
meeting so many celebrities, have you ever been starstruck?
Ooh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, God. With Patti LaBelle, Dionne Warwick. Dionne Warwick took the train from Newark to D.C. to be a part of our show by herself.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, and left part of her clothes in there, and she had to wear one of my singers' shirts. And Dionne Warwick, man, you talking about being starstruck?
That's crazy. She's a legend.
Oh, man. And the Whispers, the twins and the Whispers.
Yeah.
They had to sing on our show because their mother said, please, do see if you can get on Bobby Jones. So the Whispers. So Al Green was one of the first big names. That's when all this, they just came.
You still sound so surprised that they wanted to take time out to do your show.
Yeah, I never got over things like that.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
That excitement is still there. I was gonna ask you. I think people know you're so synonymous with gospel music, but I'm not sure people know. What do you listen to outside of gospel music? Like, well, who's one of your secular favorite artists, if there are?
Yeah, quite a few of them. I don't listen to a lot of other music, however, but I've always been a big fan of, Michael Jackson and your guy. What's his name? Luther Vandross?
Yeah, Luther Vandross. See, Dr. Jones acknowledges that I could sound like Luther. Thank you.
Al Green. I love Al Green, yeah. I like the OJs. What I called it, man, a few minutes ago.
Maze and Frankie Beverly?
Frankie Beverly and Maze, yeah. A lot of them,
Great taste.
Great taste.
Great taste.
We sound crazy.
Dr. Jones, we have a segment that we do called
It's
This or That.
This or that.
But
This or
we
that.
call it Keep a Kill. I'm gonna clean it up for you on this episode, where we basically you have to pick your favorite artist out of the two options we give you.
Which one do you prefer?
Yes.
So you say we'll give you two options. You pick your favorite, and that's who you're keeping.
Right.
You're not killing nobody. So but we typically do. So essentially this or that, but we call it Keep a Kill.
Right. Keep or kill.
The Winans or the Hawkins?
Who are you keeping?
I'm keeping the Hawkins.
Michael Jackson or Prince?
Oh.
Michael Jackson.
Aretha Franklin or Patti LaBelle?
Oh, God. Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
BET or Impact?
BET.
Okay.
Television or making records?
Television.
Wow. Kirk Franklin or Donald Lawrence?
Oh, God. Both of them.
I wouldn't be able to choose either. I wouldn't be able to choose
This was good.
That was a good one.
That's a good
That was a
one.
great
That's a
one.
good one.
There was no hesitation at all. He was ready to go.
Yeah, he was ready. He's like, I want all the smoke.
We sound crazy.
It's just inspiring to see the passion continue, the fire continue, the excitement, the gratitude. Like your energy about all of this right now was so genuine and so excited, as if I didn't know you when it was the first day, but it feels like it's the same. And it's rare to meet people that aren't jaded by, it's also a tough business and you go through a lot. And so it's beautiful to see someone that's done so much also be so gracious and so generous with your time and with your information and your stories, but also just excited about gospel music, excited about music. I've learned a lot.
Yeah, okay.
I've learned a lot about how to live. Yeah, it's a lesson on how to live.
You got to come to one of our recordings.
This is so great. And just, Dr. Jones, thank you for being the trailblazer, not only in gospel music, but just like you said, Claude, American music.
Yeah. American music.
You really trailblaze on the music front, television, and so much. You've done so much. So we celebrate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just thank you. I have to say that. Just I stand on your shoulders, and the seats and the opportunities I've had are because of people like yourself, and I thank you.
Well, thank you.
Man.
Yeah.
You pulled something out of me today that scares me. Oh, my God.
Oh, my.
We may sound crazy, but we're not crazy.
We sound crazy, but we're not crazy. There you go.
People are going to love it.
We sound crazy.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Hollywood is mourning the shocking loss of Malcolm Jamal Warner. We'll get into that. Plus, Shannon Sharp settles his lawsuit and the cheating CEO resigns.
Ooh, we promised and delivered. Also, she's back, the one and only actress, producer, host Claudia Jordan.
Hey, I am so happy to be back, and I'm ready for all the side dish shenanigans. I've missed y'all.
Missed you too.
Thank you.
Welcome to Side Dish.
What's up, guys? Already getting in the chat. I see you guys out there. Ms. Naughty, I see you. Carly, I see you. Justin, what's up, man? How you doing? And then Sahara up there giving me some life advice. I'll take it. Guys, here is Side Dish. We're more than an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We are the full meal fam. Thank you for pulling up.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to everybody in the chat earlier, as you said. And Claudia, thank you so much for pulling back up on us.
Yeah.
How you been?
I've been really, really good.